Hey guys, you're watching Let's Talk About Prepping. I'm Tyler, your host, and in this video, we're going to do a quote-unquote field test of this Ozark Trail mess kit that Steve over at Team Foco sent me. He sent this over to me when I was the first to comment on a stack of books that he wanted to give away, and I still really appreciate that. I've cracked into one of them, but not as much as I would like to. I just need to dangle it in front of my face somewhere so that I get the chance to read it. Anyways, he wanted me to look at this and get my opinion on whether or not I think it was the $6 that went into it. I don't know if this is just a good review opportunity or if it's a test of me or what, but I'm going to go ahead and give my opinion on it. So this is the 5-piece Ozark Trail mess kit. Comes with the pieces that you see here and a metal lid with a plastic knob for the saucepan and a plastic little cup, which I didn't bring out here because they're not necessarily part of the other part of this video today. But I'm sure that they serve their purposes just fine. So what we have here are just some basic metal pans and a pot. This one being the lid to this other one, but which we're using as its own separate little frying pan. Now, I meant to do a little bit of research on the metals contained in this, and I'll go ahead and just edit that in here if I can get any information on it. But what I went ahead and did today was scrub it all down with a nice salt, soap, and soda mixture using a scouring pad just to get anything off if there was a treatment on the surface or anything like that. So whatever metal we have here, we're going to go ahead and try to boil up a little bit of water sitting here on the ground. Now what I went ahead and did is made some basic little stone stoves there. And we're going to use Sterno for one of its unique purposes. I actually haven't heard anyone else talk about this before. I'm sure that someone has. But it strikes me as a pretty unique purpose for having some Sterno around. Not only can you get separate cook fires going, you can spread it out to maximize the surface area and the heat output. You could even have this one going separately. It seems that the combination of the sterno burning underneath of these metal devices is capable of heating up water and imaginably food matter inside the metal devices. And so from the perspective of using these things to heat water and food, I would say that for $6 it's a pretty valid purchase. Now, arguments could be made about the content of the metals and perhaps older and higher quality materials being purchased as one's main items, but from the perspective of having a small, compact, and cheap kit to hand to people who are in your group and who happen to be around you, if you're stuck bugging in at work for a while or on the road or things like that, I think that this could be a pretty handy thing to have around. So I'm pretty grateful to Steve at Team Foco for giving me the chance to review this. Definitely something that I'm happy to have around, or perhaps pass on the good deed to somebody else in the future. I do think that I prefer something a little thicker, because when you're cooking food, especially something like eggs or something sensitive like that, you don't necessarily want the heat coming from the bottom just directly transmitting into something up top. But if you're cooking a soup or something like that, it might work pretty nicely. Otherwise, you'll have to be tending it a lot more than I just was. Anyways, I hope that that was interesting. Again, thank you, Steve. Everybody do watch Team Foco. Link in the description down below. When he does put out a video, it is always on point. And if you're ever in the comment sections on videos of my own or the channel in my own little circle here, always check for his and for some of the other regulars, because their comments are always valuable. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you're all doing well. Everybody stay safe out there.